I know you're saying, is it the weekend yet? But you don't need an excuse to go out and have some great beers. I know I don't need an excuse. Cary Hogan from Avon Liquors joining me now. You brought all of the pumpkin beers.
Almost all.
Yes,
I was all I could
all.
carry, yeah. I mean, we still have like about 6 back at the store. I just couldn't fit them all in a box. So, but yeah, the pumpkin beers are here. We've got a big pile in one section of the store that says pumpkin patch. And right in there you can find all sorts of pumpkin beers. I know people go crazy for pumpkin beers. And it's interesting, they're out a little early this year. So I'm kind of warning people because they go away fast anyway.
Yes.
And so luckily it's mostly us locals here right now. So come in, check it out. Some of them are very limited. We have the Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. That's pretty limited, but we do have some. So, come on in and shop the pumpkin patch. As you know, you love pumpkin beers, right?
Yes, we were talking. I've had 5 out of the 9 that you have here.
Now that's a pumpkin lover, if you ask me. That's great. And as you can attest to it, there's so many different styles of pumpkin beer.
Yes.
I mean, some of them are like a bite of pumpkin pie, a little bit sweet, and then a lot of others just have a little bit of hint to it. But I love it because, we've got all sorts of styles. Like you start out with an epic, this is the pumpkin porter, so it's going to be a different style than like the Elysium Night Owl pumpkin, which is a little bit lighter in style. You got Dry Dock's Imperial pumpkin, so that's going to be a little richer and a little more alcohol. Then you got Vail Brewing Company. I love this. The name of this is called Gourd Range, which is a play on our Gore Range here. And it's a nice little pumpkin beer as well. Lakefront, very, very popular. Shipyard, I think you and I both agreed that this is one of our favorites year after year. Ballast Point always makes good beer. You got to try their pumpkin down. Just even look at the labels, hysterical. New Belgium, the Pump King, is very well balanced. I like that one. And Upslope, a lot of these are our little local guys. So, as you know, lots of different flavors, and it's fun to try them all.
What better way to kick off fall than with pumpkin? I know everyone's like, pumpkin spice lattes. I don't do the pumpkin spice lattes. I do the pumpkin beer.
I'm with you. Yeah.
It works. This one I love, the Ballast Point and the Shipyard, especially because we were talking about how some of them, like a bite of pumpkin pie, some of them are really, really strong. But if you really like the flavor of beer in general, then Shipyard and Ballast Point are some of my favorites. But the Vail Brewing Company, since they're a new brewery, I guess a year or two old.
Yes, right.
This must be one of their newer
I'm excited. So you haven't tried it either?
I have not tried it
No,
yet.
I haven't either. And I think it's this beautiful package, great name. The beers I have tried from Vail Brewing are fabulous. So, yeah, we're really happy to, showcase our local guys, too. We try to keep all of the local Colorado products, whether it's beer or whiskeys or gins and rums. We've got so many good Colorado products these days. It's fun.
And now you do a beer tasting.
We usually do, but we're wrapped up for the summertime. There's only 5 of you guys left in town. So,
darn.
Yeah, I know. So no more beer tastings. I may try to talk the boys into maybe a pumpkin tasting before they all disappear. But, really, this time of year, there's not a lot of people in town. So last week, it was mostly us employees standing around drinking beer, tasting beer. So, it's tough, but you can always arrange your own little tasting, too. You get 6 friends together, that's 6 different kinds of pumpkin beers. And compare and have a good time. Everybody's going to pick out something different. I know it, because there's a lot of people in pumpkin beers that like that really heavy pumpkin, and others that like the more balanced. And also, don't forget, alongside with this, and maybe we'll talk about this next week, is a lot of Oktoberfests are in now, too.
Yes.
We've got Oktoberfest going on Lion's Head, Vail. We finished with Beaver Creek, but there's still a lot of Oktoberfest beers rolling in the door, too. So, lots going on at Avon Liquor. Beautiful wines still left in the wine room. We've got great prices for off-season. So good wines for off-seasons. Come in and see us.
And the bigger ones, too, you can get individually.
Yeah,
That's a great
absolutely.
thing. So you can get these beers here individually and then try them yourself.
You're right. And we sell the pumpkin beer individually, too, even though it's just a little 12-ounce size. We just don't get very much of it. And so, that's a really good point. You could try these on your own just one at a time. and do what Megan does. She's
do
got
beer
5
tastings
out of
every
9.
night.
She's working on it. She'll be done, I imagine, in another 3 weeks.
Exactly. You know, I'll be paying you a visit at Avon Liquor here pretty
Nice.
soon. I'll probably
Awesome.
see you after the show.
Perfect.
Thank you so much,
You're
Cary.
welcome.
Thanks for all the pumpkin beers and the Oktoberfest beers. Don't forget to swing over to Avon Liquor. You can do your own little beer tasting yourself. We're going to tell you a little bit more about what's going to happen tomorrow on GMV when we continue.